Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning, Miss. My name is Rina Rahmawati. My student ID number is 3310079. I'm from class 33.68.01. In this nice occasion, I will make a video for Project 2 Final Term Test Classroom Management. And this video have two parts. For part 1, I will explain about teaching tolerance, and then the second for helping students handle anger, frustration, and aggression, and the last I will explain about disruptive behavior. And for part 2, I will answer about solving the problem. Next, for part 1, the first is teaching tolerance. Classroom management around teaching tolerance involves creating an inclusive and respectful environment where all students feel valued and accepted. This approach emphasizes understanding, respect, and appreciation for diversity in all its forms, including cultural, racial, religious, gender, and individual difference. Here are some key strategies for teaching tolerance in the classroom. The first is create an inclusive environment. Classroom culture. Foster a classroom culture that celebrates diversity and promotes inclusivity. Encourage students to share their backgrounds and experience. Visual displays. Use posters, books, and other materials that reflect diverse cultures and perspectives. The second is implement anti-bias curriculum. Curriculum integration. Integrate lessons on tolerance and diversity into the regular curriculum. This can include literature history, social study, and current events. Critical thinking. Encourage students to think critically about stereotypes, biases, and discrimination. Discuss the impact of these issues on individuals and society. The fourth is encourage open dialogue and discussion. The first is safe spaces. Create a safe and supportive environment where students feel comfortable discussing sensitive topics related to diversity and tolerance. Guided discussion. Facilitate guided discussion that allows students to express their views, listen to others, and engage in respectful debate. The last is model tolerant behavior. Teacher's role. As a teacher, model tolerant and respectful behavior in all interaction. Show respect for all students and staff, and address my instance for intolerance promptly and effectively. Positive reinforcement. Recognize and reward students who demonstrate tolerance and inclusive behavior. Next, for the second is helping students handle anger, frustration, and aggression. Classroom management strategies aim at helping students handle anger, frustration, and aggression are essential for creating a positive and productive learning environment. These strategies include teaching students how to recognize and regulate their emotions, providing them with tools to manage their feelings constructively, and creating a supportive classroom atmosphere. Here are some effective approaches. The first is teach emotional regulation skills. Social emotional learning or SEL. Integrate SEL into the curriculum to teach students about recognizing their emotions, understanding the triggers of anger and frustration, and developing coping machines. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Introduce practice such as deep breathing, meditations, and progressive muscle relaxations to help students calm themselves when they feel overwhelmed. The second is implement conflict resolution and problem-solving training. The first is role-playing. Role-playing use role-playing scenarios to teach students how to handle conflict peacefully and effectively. And the last is peer mediation. Train selected students to act as peer mediators, helping their classmates resolve disputes constructively. Next, the third is establish a safe and predictable classroom environment. Consistent routines. Maintain a consistent daily schedule and set clear expectations for behavior to create a sense of security and stability. Safe spaces. Create a designed calm down area where can go to manage their emotions and regain control. The fourth is use positive reinforcement and supportive interactions. Positive reinforcement. Recognize and reward positive behaviors such as successfully managing anger or frustration to encourage these behaviors. Supportive relationship. Build strong supportive relationship with students by showing empathy, listening actively, and providing consistent support. Next, the last is develop individual support plans. Behavior interventions plans or BIP for students who frequently struggle with anger and aggression. Develop individualized plans that include specific strategy and supportive tailored to their needs. Collaboration with specialists. Work with school counselors, psychologists, or behavior specialists to provide additional support and resources. By implementing this classroom management strategy, teacher can help students develop the skills they need to handle anger, frustration, and aggression constructively, creating a more positive and productive learning environment for all. The last is disruptive behavior. Disruptive behavior refers to action or behaviors that disrupt or interfere with the smooth functioning of a classroom or learning environment. It can include behaviors such as talking loudly, being inattentive, being defiant or aggressive towards teachers or peers, using vulgar language, and engaging in sexual height. These behaviors are considered disruptive because they can distract teachers, students, and other individuals from their work or studies, and can also create a negative or hostile environment in the classroom. Characteristic of disruptive behavior. The first is aggression. These include physical or verbal action intended to harm others, such as hitting, yelling, or bullying. The second is non-compliance. Refusal to follow rules or instructions which can hinder group activities and create conflict. The third is hyperactivity. Excessive movement or talking that disrupt the environment and prevents others from focusing. The fourth is disruptive, showing a lack of respect toward authority figures or peers, which can lead to conflicts and a negative atmosphere. The fifth is inattention, difficulty focusing or staying on tasks which can distract others and disrupt the flow of activities. The last is defiance, challenging or opposing authority in a way that disrupts the functioning of a group or organization. Next is causes of disruptive behavior. The first is personal factors. Issues such as mental health disorders, stress, or personal problems can contribute to disruptive behavior. The second is environmental factors. A chaotic or poorly managed environment can lead to increased disruptive behaviors, lack of structure or unclear expectation, and exacerbate these issues. The third is social factors. Peer influence and social dynamic can play a role, particularly in settings like schools where peer relationships are significant. The fourth is cultural factors. Different in cultural norms and values can sometimes lead a misunderstanding and perceived disruptive behavior. Next is impact of disruptive behavior. For individuals, disruptive behavior can lead to social isolation, disciplinary actions, and academic or professional setbacks for the individual exhibiting the behavior. And the second is on others, it can cause stress, anxiety, and reduce productivity for peers, coworkers, or classmates. It can also create a hostile or unsafe environment. The third is on the organization. In workplace or school, disruptive behavior can lead to a negative climate, increased absenteeism, and higher turnover rates. Next, let's talk about the role of teachers. Teachers play a crucial role in shaping behavior. They provide guidance, support, and encouragement to students. They can guide students, Addressing disruptive behavior requires a combination of understanding, structure, intervention, and support to create a positive and productive environment for every involved. Next, for part 2, solving the problem. Now, the first is problem number 1. Mrs. Johnson is a fifth grade teacher who has been teaching for over 10 years. This year she has a student named Alex who frequently display aggressive behavior. Alex often interrupts lessons, talks back to the teacher, and sometimes even becomes physically aggressive towards his classmates. Mrs. Jones has tried various strategies to manage Alex's behavior, such as setting clear rules and consequence, positive reinforcement for good behavior, and speaking with Alex privately to understand the root of his aggression. However, despite her efforts, Alex's behavior has not improved significantly. The question is, what classroom management technique can Mrs. Johnson implement to address Alex's aggressive behavior? Provide at least 3 specific strategies and explain how each one could help improve the situation. For the answer, have 3. Mr. Johnson can implement the following classroom management technique to address Alex's aggressive behavior. For the first is consistent consequence. Mrs. Jones should consistently enforce clear and fair consequence for Alex's aggressive behaviors. She can use a behavior management plan that outlines specific consequence for each behavior. For instance, if Alex interrupts lessons, Mrs. John can improve privilege or assign additional tasks or as consequence. This can help Alex understand the link between his behavior and the consequence on encouraging him to make better choices in the future. The second is active supervision. Mrs. Johnson can improve the effectiveness of her positive reinforcement by actively observing and reinforcing Alex's good behavior. The third is teach and reinforce social and emotional skills. Social emotional learning or SEL integrate SEL into the curriculum to teach Alex and his classmates skills such as emotional regulation, anti-conflict resolution, and effective communication. Role-playing and modeling. Use role-playing activities and modeling to demonstrate appropriate ways to handle frustration, anger, and conflict. The second problem is Mr. Smith is a 7th grade math teacher who has noticed that several students in his class frequently engage in off-task behavior during lessons. These students often daydream, chat with classmates, or use their phones instead of focusing on their work. Despite Mr. Smith attempts to redirect their attention and provide engaging activities, the problems persist. This off-task behavior is disrupting the learning environment and affecting the overall performance of the class. The question is, what strategies can Mr. Smith use to increase on-task behavior and decrease off-task behavior? Provide at least 3 specific strategies and explain how each one could help address the issue. The answer is, for the first, Mr. Smith can use several strategies to increase on-task behavior and decrease off-task behavior in his 7th grade math class. Here are 3 specific strategies along with explanation of how each could help address the issue. The first is implement clear and consistent classroom rules and routines. Clear expectation. Clearly defined rules and routines help students understand what is expected of them. Once students know the boundaries and the consequence of their actions, they are more likely to stay on task. Consistency. Consistently enforcing these rules and routines helps students develop habits and reduce ambiguity about acceptable behavior. The second is use positive reinforcement and incentive. Positive reinforcement. Recognizing and rewarding students for on-task behavior encourages them to continue this behavior. This can include verbal praise, thankable reward, or privilege. Incentives. Creating a system where students can earn points or reward for staying on task can motivate them to engage in appropriate behavior. The third is incorporate engaging and interactive teaching methods. Active learning utilizing interactive activities such as group work, hands-on project, and educational games can make lessons more engaging and keep student attention. Variety in teaching methods. Varying instructional methods on include multimedia presentation, discussion, and real-world application can cater to different learning styles and maintain students' interest. By implementing these strategies, Mr. Smith can create a more focused and productive learning environment, encouraging students to stay on task and improve their overall performance. The last problem is Miss Brown is an 8th grade English teacher who is facing challenges with a student named Jack. Jack frequently exhibits disruptive behavior in class, such as talking out of turn, making inappropriate comments, and distracting other students. Despite Miss Brown's attempt to manage the behaviors through verbal warnings and setting chants, Jack's behavior has not improved. This disruptive behavior is affecting the learning environment and making it difficult for other students to concentrate on their work. The question is, what specific strategy can Miss Brown implement to manage Jack's disruptive behaviors? Provide at least three strategies and explain how each one could help address the issue. The answer is Miss Brown can use a variety of strategies to manage Jack's disruptive behavior in her 8th grade English class. Here are three specific strategies along with explanation of how each one could help address the issue. The first is develop a behavior interpretation plan or BIP. Individualized approach. A behavior intervention plan is a tailored plan designed to address Jack's specific disruptive behaviors by identifying triggers and implementing strategies to reduce them. Goal setting. The BIP sets clear, measurable goals for behavior improvement and outlines steps for achieving these goals. The second is implement positive behavioral support. Positive reinforcement recognize and reward positive behavior to encourage Jack to repeat these behaviors. This can include verbal praise, small rewards, or privilege. Incentive system use a reward system where Jack earns points or token for exhibiting appropriate behavior, which can exchange for rewards. The third is encourage engagement through different instruction. Adapt teaching method. Use a variety of instructional strategies to cater to Jack's learning styles and interests. This could include incorporating more interactive activities, group work, or hands-work projects. Provide choices. Allow Jack some choices in his assignment or activity to increase his engagement and sense of control of his learning. By implementing these strategies, Ms. Brown can create a more positive and structured classroom environment that encourages Jack to engage in appropriate behavior and enhance the overall learning experience for all students. That's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.